Hey everybody, I am on. I'm late because Alexa, she let me down. I know I don't want to say her name. I don't want her to say her name at all. Hey Gail. How are you doing? Hey Linda. I figured I needed to go live tonight and I didn't have really a craft ready. So I'm sitting here looking at these messages that keep popping up and I told them to turn my notifications off. Hey Kathy. Hey Kathy with the K and Kathy with the C. Hey Carol Ann. Hey Terry. Hey Lisa. Okay. This is going to be Declan's quilt. I thought I had enough cut out and of course I didn't. Or they're over there in another sack. But on Declan's, I don't like the yellow and I don't like the orange. So Declan's is going to be on green. And this is an 18-inch block. And I ironed it to get my center, so I kind of have a guideline here. And we're going to iron at least one on. I've got to put some Under Wonder, and I wish I would have done this before I even cut out these little pieces. But hindsight's 20/20. We're going to need 2 of these, and so I'm going to get these on some it's called Under Wonder. And it's adhesive on both sides, and you use it when you applique. You can pick it up at Walmart. And I've already gone through like 3 of these trying to get the boys' stuff done. So I'm going to lay this down right there and kind of bring this up. I'm going to put at least 4 on here. Hey, Patty. Here's what I started doing. I started bringing it out. I grabbed some of my sewing pins to hold that down. But this is sticky on both sides and it'll help it to do it. Oh, I told her to set me an alarm for 8:25. And I was talking to Jeff and I said, what time is it? He said, well, it's 8:35. So she did not let me know at all.
Don't let me down.
Oh, I didn't cut out the little parts for the bucket. Hey, Mary Tayo. So this is Under Wonder, and it's a mess when you have to try to do it. And this right here is going to be the bucket of his back hole, and it's kind of got a little crackled look to it. And I thought that would be really cute. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do one of the trucks, and I want the trucks all to face one direction, and I didn't do that when I cut them out. But thankfully, I've got enough fabric. Okay, I've got one under that, and we need to get a windshield. Got a windshield. So I've got it on here. And because I'm trying to save space, I'm going to kind of fill it in with some other pieces here. I'm going to put one right there so I don't waste my stuff. And let's go ahead and put another window. Let's put one like that, and we'll put one like that. Okay, so I've got all those on. And if you put your hot iron on this, it's going to make a mess at the bottom of your iron. Tell me how I know that. Because I did it last night before I thought. So I've got some parchment paper. Hey, Arthrine. Whoops. And we're going to lay this down. And that will catch all of the glue. And I have a hot iron. Let me get my pieces off here. And this is basically just going to tack it on. Oh, shoot. No, I did it right. I thought I did it upside down. Hey, Char. So I've got some steam in here because that helps this glue to adhere. I'm going to take my pins out. And go all the way down here. And I'm going to kind of peel that one over just a little bit. I don't want it to butt up to that. And up here, these are pretty much covered up. I'm just going to touch right up to there. And right here, I'm just going to go along the top of that little truck, or backhoe. This is a backhoe. And I got these patterns from a lady on Facebook. Her page is called Tammy, T-A-M-I Sews. I'm going to peel this back, so most of that sticky stuff is going to come off on the parchment paper. You might have to peel off some pieces, like these little wheels, tires. And then you just throw this away. Parchment paper's the easiest thing to use, and I got that stuck up on itself, and let me fix that. Let me fix his little wheel here. I got the corner stuck. Let me unstick it. And I'm not going to sew these tonight. I'm going to get these all put together and then do my sewing. And this right here doesn't feel like it's stuck. So really, all you really want to do is just make sure you kind of get it stuck to this paper. I didn't go over these very good. Let's see, I had another piece of paper here. Let's go over these really good. There we go. Now let me peel those off. Now his little backhoe takes 2 of these tires, and we're going to at least iron it all on there together. That way you guys can see what one of them is going to look like. And I have Declan's already placed. They're not ironed on, they're just laying there. But I can show you Declan's, and I can show you what TJ's is going to look like. I just ripped my 18-inch blocks. I have a little ruler here that's, well, it's a sewing ruler that's 18 inches long, and I just use that for a guide. I may have to cut me out a little piece for this. For my, oh, that's what those little pieces were last night that I threw away. Oh. Can you believe that? There's 2 pieces. This is going to hold the bucket. Oh, that's going to be cute. I fell in love with this, but you know, even though her pattern has different colors on it, you don't have to follow that. This right here almost looks like it's got rust on it, or because it's got like a, his truck has kind of a, kind of like a patina on it. And I thought it was perfect. Now, both of the boys' rooms are green. Lauren and Brad decorated their rooms in green, and that's why I've got green for them. TJ's room is blue, and she likes the color red for it. Now, I'm going to just clip right here in between all these little pieces right here. I was going to have one of these clipped, but I thought I had more time because you know who over there didn't answer. She's listening too.
Always.
She's listening to me. She knows I don't like her. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Carolyn. But these are going to be so cute. I can't wait to start sewing on them. There's a lot of prep work to them. And I think these will go fast because they're 18-inch blocks, and each boys will have 12 blocks. 3 across and 4 down. I'm gonna kind of follow my lines here a little bit. And this right here is gonna help sewing. I'm gonna use not a zigzag stitch. I'm gonna use like a real small zigzag, like an applique stitch on them. And depending on what piece I'm doing, like I'll probably do this one in black because you'll see the black wheel. That way I'm not changing my thread so much. But I plan on starting to sew on these this next week. I've just got to get all the prep work done. I've got to cut the girls' blankets. I've got to finish my girls' blankets that I started last year and they didn't get. They got something different. And they were upset because they didn't get a blanket. Because I've made my girls a blanket, gosh, just about every year since they were kids. And they've got a lot of blankets. Some of them are just throw blankets. Some of them are actual quilts. And they still have most of them. Okay, and I'm just going through, I'm just clipping out of this little tire. Because, you know, tractors have big divots in their tires. And this is a bulldozer. Or a backhoe. So there's one. Let's get this one real quick. Okay, Dawn, I'll look. My phone has been acting up. Does anybody else have a 16 Pro, iPhone Pro Max? Mine started doing some really weird stuff. And I'm having to restart it all the time. It just goes dark. I can hear everything going on. I can hear when I get a message or any kind of notification, but I can't see anything unless I do a hard restart. Uh-oh. Nita, I would love to see it. I love doing quilts. No, she doesn't like me. I don't like her either. She's threatened me before. And she's over there just listening away too. She does not like me. If you go on my reels, if you go all the way down, there's a video because I caught her on one of my lives when I told her to shut up. Surprised she didn't chime in there. I'm going to have lots of little pieces of paper to pick up. Whoops. Make sure I'm getting close to that because we're going to take this backing off. And this will just help a little bit. This is going to be so cute. I'm going to have to find the fabric. I got my fabric here. Okay, now we got all those off. And these right here are bigger pieces, so they won't be nearly as hard. This is the bucket. This right here is the bucket. It's gonna be a really cute bucket. And I found this, and it's kind of a cream color, and it has like a crackle on it. And I thought that would just make a cute bucket. There, you can see that pattern on there. I think that's cute. And then I wanted to do a red backhoe. And I'll show you this fabric here up close. Okay. Let's just tear these apart. I only need one of these right now. And I need to make a tiny, tiny little circle. And I think I used a different black fabric that I had in here. Tell you what, I'll just use the same black. Hey, Jeff. Oh. Let me see if it's in here. There. Nope, that's not it either. Here it is. I'm just going to get a teeny tiny circle. Right here. I'm going to cut 4 of them. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Before we do that, let me just take a piece of fabric off. And just make it easier on ourselves, having to cut out. And I know it wasn't a very big circle at all. It's almost like to where the pieces would connect. Okay, I think I can get this without getting it on my iron. How many of you guys make quilts? This is the first time I've actually done the applique quilt. First time. Okay, I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to make sure that's on there really good. Okay. Whew, hot. I'm going to cut this in half because I know it's not very big. I got 2 here. And theirs wasn't a perfect circle either. Hers was a little, her patterns are a little kind of whimsical. Okay, making sure it's kind of more rounded looking. And let me get all my pieces here. We're going to put one of them together. You get 2 wheels here that's already got the stuff on the back of it. And this is Griffin's quilt. And right here's my center. We're going to take this off of the this is why you should trim it, because you don't want to have a bunch of glue on there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that excess glue off of there, because that just makes a mess. Makes a mess. Okay, I'm going to put it up a little bit higher, and just kind of how I center, about like that. And let me get the picture here so I can make sure I get hers looking like this one. So she took on hers. Let's iron that because it didn't stay on there either. You want to make sure you have your adhesive on the back of it. And I'm just laying all my pieces on it, and then we'll iron the entire thing at once. Making sure I've got my adhesive here on the back. And I like Under Wonder because it's really light. It's not thick. It doesn't make it stiff at all. It just puts it down where you can applique. And I'll have to change threads several times on this one. Here's a tire. Let's see. Yeah, she had it going a little bit like that. There's a tire. And where's our other one? Let's get our other one on. I know, Tony. It did the same thing to me the other day when I was on Penny's page. It told me I had to refollow her. And I've followed Penny forever. Now I'm going to take this one off and make sure you got your adhesive. You can feel it. It has kind of a glossy feel. And let's see. She let that one come over about that much. Now, all of these have adhesive on the back of them. And now I've got my 2 tires. Let's go ahead and take our adhesive off of this one. Oh, that didn't come off. Sometimes you have to re-iron it to make that peel off with adhesive. We're going to get one of them on here. It does. It really does, doesn't it? It sure makes it look like a backhoe. My dad would have loved this. In fact, we sold my dad's backhoe after he passed away. We should have kept it. Hey, Clara. Trying to find a edge to peel it off. Sometimes you just got to find that spot. Hey, Mary Beth. Oops. I want that adhesive to stay on there. I don't want it to peel off with my paper. I don't have a sewing room anymore. I think I'm going to take my sewing machine upstairs and get it set up when I make the kids' playroom, because Emma's wanting to learn how to sew. And that would give me some place to have it set up and not have to do it in the living room and pick up. And there we go. Got that off. Oh, that looks so good. I may have to move it all over just a little bit. Once we get the back hole over here, we may have to move it over this way a little. Come on. So if I make 12, 24, I can make 36 blocks. 36 blocks. And I'll probably start TJ's first so I can get it shipped to him. Okay, let's put that one right there. Let's see. I got the lines going that way. Let's make the lines go this way. This has kind of a line going in it. And let's bring this one down just a tad. And let's bring this over just a little bit. Okay. Got that part done. Now it has to have a little smokestack, and I have that ready. I found this fabric, and it was so cute. And I thought that would look good for the little smokestack that comes out of the front of them. So I'm going to put this one, but I'm going to layer this underneath just a little bit. To me, that looks like it's a little too thick. Let's take a little bit of it off. There. Got that on. And we need our let's see, this goes, uh-oh, just dropped it. This is going to go out of the back right here, but you want to put it underneath because it has to look like it's coming from behind. So we're going to take the adhesive off of this one. And this one is going to go behind here and kind of come up. And this one is going to come down if we can get our glue to stick on it, our adhesive. Hey, Marcella. Hey, Michelle. But this is what I'm going to be doing at nights for the next few weeks. Okay, this one, you have to come up here and you got to put it kind of like that. Uh-oh. Kind of like that. And then we have our bucket. Gotta book this off the bucket. Here's the bucket. And then I'll stitch around all of these edges. Like on this one right here, I'll stitch kind of an off-white around it. The red here, I have like a barnyard red colored thread. I'm going to use that around the piece up here and the body of that. Let's trim this off. Get some fuzz. Got some fuzz from the adhesive. So this is going to kind of go kind of like that. Now, what I do with our little bitty dots I just cut? I just cut 2 little dots. Where did I put them? Here's one. So we're going to have to move it this way because we have to make sure we have enough room for our seams on the side. Hey, Sue. Okay, this kind of goes up right there. That needs to be a little bit smaller. They don't have to be that big. It's just going to be kind of like a great big, there. That's probably about big as it needs to be. Right there. Whoops. Right there. And then we got our window. Can't forget our window. And then we're going to move it over so we don't lose our seam. Hey, Loretta. Okay. Okay, we got to get the window, and let's see. Let's round this corner just a little bit. Window's going to go right about there. There's our window. Let me cut that adhesive off of there. Right there is our window. Right about there. There's our window. Now, let me move all this stuff out of the way here. Okay, as you see right here, I got pretty much the same on the top and bottom, but over here, we're really close to our seam. Your grandma used to make it. I love to make quilts. I mean, I've done it for a long time. Let's move this over just a little bit. Okay, our seam will be there. And let's make this kind of go up and maybe come down a little bit that way. And then our bucket can kind of hang like that. Okay, so we have 2 fingers there, 2 fingers there. I think that's good. I think that's going to be cute. So I'm going to just glue this. I'm going to iron this one down. Make sure everything's where I want it. And I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of parchment paper over this. When I iron it. This is going to be cute. But I'll do the red thread around the body of the backhoe. Wherever it's black and white, I'll do black. Okay, we got that part down. Let's get this part. I think Griffin's gonna like this. Cal would love it. I think Griffin's gonna love it. I don't have all of TJ's with the adhesive yet. Oh, thank you, Mary Beth. You pull it down so I can get over here and get that bucket. I think it's going to be cute. Is it all on? Let me go up. Whoops. I didn't iron that on. Let's go up here and iron that part on. Cal loves all things tractors. I think Griffin's going to like this. Okay, now let me turn it around. So, there is one completed block that I need to sew. Look at that, Jeff. Isn't that cute? I really like that. And I like the fact that it's behind green. Yeah, this is one square, one 18-inch square. An 18-inch square. But isn't that cute? Let me show you Declan's. I don't have Declan's ironed on, but I can show it to you. I just have to get his, I ran out of the Under Wonder, and Jeff brought some home last night. And I need to put some on this. Let me get a pin here so I don't have to hold it. Because Declan plays t-ball. And he loves t-ball. Now I did get the bats. But this is how Declan is. The narrow part right here is going to be at the top on all of them. And I just pinned the bottom. But this is Declan's, and his is on green too. His kind of looked like his was on a really pretty baseball field. Isn't that cute? I like that one. Now, I'm going to show you how I do the squares. This is this is TJ's fabric. I'm going to go ahead and cut that selvage edge off and just rip it off. And I have way too much fabric. I'd rather have enough than not enough. And I almost didn't have enough for Declan's baseball bat. I was short one, so I had to splice two pieces of fabric together to get it long enough. Okay, where is my... See my... Oh... Do you see my... I think here it is. Okay, this is an 18-inch right here ruler. And I want to make sure I have a straight edge across here. So I'm going to do the same thing to the top. I'll just cut down a little bit. and go across. Yeah, Tony, I am going to put their names on it. So now I've got a straight edge here and a straight edge at the top. I'm going to come over here to my ruler, and I'm not going to stretch it. Right there's 18 inches. And I'm going to go all the way down this. Now I know I've got my straight edge up here on this end, and so this is the end that I'm going to start with. Excuse me. I'm going to do 18 inches. And I just put a little snip. And you'll get a lot of strings. But eventually they'll stop. Okay. And I know I need 12. This way I'm not having to cut. Hey, Carol Brady. I'm going to just do 3 of these. And I'm going to show you his pieces. And I may go ahead and put... Okay, there's 3 right there. That's all I do. And then to get my centers, so that I kind of know where I'm at on this, I take these I fold it in half, and everything should match up. Your corners should match up if you have a true 18-inch square. This is kind of a, it's not really red, it's kind of a burgundy color. I went that way, and then I'm going to go this way and just put me some lines in. Okay, let me get TJ's. I've got all his trimmed except for a moose. So we're going to put some adhesive on this moose. And of course I got the moose because I live in Maine. I'm going to just try to tack it down and trim it out. Tell Michelle I'm on the phone. I'm on live. Where'd my parchment paper go? Let's put a little piece over it. Hey, Sandra. There we go. And let's go ahead and let's trim this one out. We're going to add this to our little TJs. I'm just going to kind of get as close as I can around it, and then we'll trim it up. Because we'll probably want to have to iron this from the back. There we go. Okay, just kind of come down here. I think I need to sharpen these scissors again. Let's take that out, and then let's come around here. Take that off. Now that I got all the extra off, we're going to just put that on there. Yeah, I am working on their quilts. I have my desk over there full because I was cleaning and putting up some floating shelves over there and trying to move some stuff around, and I thought, I don't have time to clean this off. But I really need to come over here and do this. So this is what we're doing tonight. But I'll show you. We'll do one of TJ's. Too many grandsons. I had to explain to Declan, you're the oldest, so you're going to get called everything. That's what happens when you're the oldest. They kind of go down the line to get to the right one. There we go. Let's go ahead and... What is that at the bottom? Those little blades. That's dangerous.
I think those are kitchen shears.
Must be. Did you get me the wrong scissors?
It's a 3-pack.
Oh. That could be. Okay, let's flip this over real quick and let's make sure we got all the adhesive on it. When are you live? Normally I go, well, I've got a schedule on my page and I normally go on at night. Now tomorrow night I will be on at 8:30 because I am an affiliate with Reba Rose and I need to do a rice paper. And the rest of the week I'm going from like 2 to 2:15 for Craft Around the Clock. I think it's Wednesday. And hopefully after the first of the year, I can get back to going on at night. I am right-handed. Tony, it's probably flipped. That's probably why you think it. Okay. I can't wait to see how this one's going to turn out. I am right-handed, but Haley's left-handed. Haley's left-handed. She was our oddball. Okay. Let me trim a little bit of this. I'm not going to use those scissors. Those are dangerous. Let me trim a little bit of this off. That adhesive. But right now I won't be live. I know I won't be live Friday nights and Tuesday nights starting December the 1st because that's when my nephew has basketball. But I'll come on earlier in the daytime. Okay, there we got that one. It's gonna be so cute. Let's see, this is the one I ironed. Okay, this one is TJ's. I think that black is really gonna look good on this. His needs to come down. I do know that. His needs to come down. Okay. Okay, that looks a little bit. Okay, that looks, that's just using my hands to try to measure it up. His has 2 antlers at the top. I think this looks good on the red. Nope, that didn't iron. Let's put that on. Let's find a place and get this off. Oh yeah, I had to really look at the pattern to figure out how to get the mousse on there. This will kind of fit the area that they're in. Okay, this has got to come up. We're going to kind of go like that. And then we have another one. You like the red too? Yeah, I think the red's really pretty with it. We may have to go down some more. These are kind of big. Bigger than I thought. This one kind of overlaps that just a little bit. And we're going to have to come down a little bit because he's way too far up there. Let's come down a little bit more. He's got some big antlers. Let's see if I get him right here. Kind of overlap those a little bit. And we're going to have to really overlap them like that. Man, he's big. Let's come down a little bit. Where's her picture at? Let's see how far down she came with that mousses. Oh, she did it right up, just about like that. Okay. That's better. And then we have another piece that goes over the top of that. And I've got them all right here. This is what I stayed up until 3 o'clock in the morning and did this morning. Iron pieces. Okay, this right here goes on top. It's kind of a little tuft of hair. This right here has a leaf pattern I thought was really cute. And this one right here has polka dots, little tiny dots. Right up Sheila's alley. Little dots, polka dots. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, let's see how she's got that hair done. What does his hairdo look like? He's got... I think about like that. I think these need to go out a little bit more. Maybe like that. Bring that up. There we go. Now we got it. Boy, it's going to be tight. Okay, let's bring those up. That's going to be just right out on the edge. And this is going to go right there. And then we need 2 nostrils. We need 2 eyes. And 2 pupils. Jeff and I were laughing last night trying to figure out how we want to have his eyes look. And let's see.
That one's for
TJ.
Oh, I didn't think of it. He needs to be looking out the side of his eyes now. He needs to be the side eye.
Yeah, TJ likes to give you the side eye. Okay. Here's the eyes. Oh, thank you, Diane. Hey, Margaret. This is what I'm going to be spending my nights between now and Thanksgiving. Because I plan on having these done by Thanksgiving. Okay, let me get that backing off. And let's see. I know his eyes are kind of close together. The whites of his eyes. Okay. Got a little string. Okay. And this one. About like that. And then we have his nose. Oh, and that don't look like it's the right shape. I must have cut that off. Let's round its corners. And it didn't get all of the adhesive either. Let me get a different one. I'll have to fix that one. Make sure their nose are same size here, and they're not. So I'm going to do a little bit of trimming. Oh, come on. If I didn't have nails, I could get this off. And that's not wanting to come off. Let's heat it up a little bit. Good night. This is hard to take it off. I'll have all these taken off when I start to put these things together. My goodness. I can't get this off, Jeff.
That's not good.
Let me get my glasses on. Maybe that'll help. Oh my gosh. That's crazy that that's so... This is crazy how hard this is to get this off. Let's see. Oh, I know. These, right now, I'm ready to get these off because about as bad as threading a needle. Finally we got that nostril. Okay, maybe this one will be easier. Oh my goodness. Come off. There we go. That was easier. You know, he didn't have a nose. I wonder why. He didn't have a nose. No nose. Okay. Now, you know how I am with eyes, guys. I don't make the best decision when I do the eyes. Let's just hope these don't look like Bonnie. Because I want you to see this one. This one's going to be cute too. I think TJ will like it. I think my girls are going to like them. Okay. I don't think his eyes look bad. Let's kind of move some of this stuff. Kind of turn that just a little bit to hide that piece. And we're about the same on each side. Let's bring this one out just a tad. And we're about 2.5 from the top and about 2.5 from the bottom. Come here and look at these just before I iron them on. Having to kind of trim them a little bit.
You know you don't want me doing this.
I know I don't, but I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. Thank you, Margaret.
You're not putting Rocky the squirrel in there?
Do what?
You're not putting Rocky the squirrel in there with Bullwinkle?
No, I didn't think of that.
Looks good to me.
Think it looks all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's iron this on.
I know why you did that.
Why?
Because if something happens in between, you say, yes, you said that was okay.
I think this is going to be cute. Okay. I got my glasses. And then I'll definitely be using a lot of black thread on this one. Thank you, Tony. And then I'll start sewing on these as soon as I get them all ironed on. And here is TJ's. Isn't that cute? Oh, an eye fell off. Well, Jeff, the eye fell off.
I didn't do it.
Let me find that eye, because that was the perfect eye. Let me get another eye. He fell off.
Yeah, I did it.
Where's my, where's my basket, my little bag that's got the eyes in it? Those don't have adhesive on them. Where's that bag go? I don't know where that eye went.
Is that it?
Yeah, but I wonder why that didn't stick. Let's try this again. Let's try another one. Oh, it's because it peeled it right off. That's why. That's why it peeled the adhesive right off. Peeled the adhesive. Fell closer to the camera. I'll have to find it when I'm done. We got another one. There. That's got some on there. Yeah, that's got adhesive on it. If this only knew how hard it is for me to do eyes. try this again. Moose is your favorite? I think it's going to be cute. I think he's going to be cute. Let me get a little more heat on it. There, now maybe we got it. There we go. What do you think? Like that? Think TJ's gonna like it?
Oh, yeah.
I think Mike and Haley will like it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a cute little whimsical. So there's one. Here is number 2. Right there. And here is number 3. And I'm going to have to put, here's number 3. So those are the quilts I'm making for my grandsons. Oh, thank you. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here because I'm going to have a mess to clean up. Thank you, Sandra. And normally I'm not on a full hour. Very seldom am I on a full hour. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Anyway, guys, if you'll share this video out, I appreciate it. Guys, have a great evening, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.